Fairy tales have a unique power. They transport us, they make us dream. Sleeping Beauty is one such tale. It is a story that has enchanted readers and listeners for centuries. The image of a beautiful princess, cursed to sleep for 100 years, is instantly recognizable. It is a tale that speaks to our deepest fears and desires. Sleeping Beauty is a story about patience. It's about the passage of time. It is about the triumph of good over evil. But most of all, it is a story about hope. The hope that even in the darkest of times, love will find a way. The story has been told and retold countless times. Each generation adds its interpretation, yet the core narrative remains the same. A beautiful princess, a wicked fairy, a handsome prince, and a magical curse. These elements have secured Sleeping Beauty's place in the pantheon of classic fairy tales. Sleeping Beauty's enduring appeal lies in its ability to resonate across cultures and generations. It is a story that speaks to the human condition. We are all, in a sense, waiting for our prince to come. We are all searching for our happily ever after. Like many fairy tales, Sleeping Beauty's origins are shrouded in mystery. Its roots can be traced back to ancient oral traditions. These stories served as cautionary tales and entertainment. They were passed down through generations, evolving with each retelling. One of the earliest known written versions of the Sleeping Beauty story is Perseforest. This French chivalric romance, dating back to the 14th century, features a princess named Zelandine. She falls into a deep sleep after being pricked by a spindle. In 1634, Giambattista Basile included a version of the story in his collection, Pentamerone. His tale, titled Sun, Moon, and Talia, is much darker than later adaptations. It includes elements of sexual assault and cannibalism, highlighting the brutal realities of the time. Charles Perrault's 1697 collection, Tales of Mother Goose, gave us the version of Sleeping Beauty we know today. Perrault's The Sleeping Beauty in the Wood introduced the iconic elements of the wicked fairy, the spinning wheel curse, and the handsome prince who awakens the princess with a kiss. The Brothers Grimm also included a version of the story in their 1812 collection, Children's and Household Tales. Their tale, titled Little Briar Rose, is similar to Perrault's version. However, it removes some of the more disturbing elements. Sleeping Beauty, despite its enchanting facade, carries undertones of patriarchal expectations. The princess, passive and innocent, awaits rescue from a powerful male figure. Her agency is limited, her fate determined by the actions of others. The spinning wheel, a symbol of female domesticity, becomes an instrument of her downfall. It reinforces the societal expectation of women confined to the domestic sphere. This subtly woven narrative perpetuates the idea of women as vulnerable and dependent. The prince, representing traditional masculinity, embodies bravery and strength. His role as the rescuer further emphasizes the power imbalance. He awakens the princess, not through her own volition, but through his actions. This perpetuates the idea that women need a man to save them. However, it's important to remember that fairy tales often reflect the time in which they were written. They offer a glimpse into the societal norms and expectations of the past. By examining these underlying messages, we can engage in critical dialogue about gender roles and challenge outdated notions of femininity. The symbolism in Sleeping Beauty is rife with interpretation. The 100-year sleep, a central motif, can be seen as a metaphor for various stages of life. Some interpret it as a representation of adolescence, a period of suspended animation before adulthood. Others view it as a symbol of female empowerment. The princess, although asleep, holds the potential for agency. Her awakening can be interpreted as a reclaiming of her power. The curse, then, becomes a period of introspection and growth, leading to eventual self-discovery. The act of pricking her finger on the spindle can be viewed as a moment of awakening. It represents a transition from childhood innocence to a realization of life's harsh realities. This interpretation adds a layer of depth to the story, transforming it from a simple fairy tale to a coming-of-age allegory. The interpretations are vast and varied, each offering a unique perspective. This ambiguity is perhaps one of the reasons why Sleeping Beauty continues to fascinate and intrigue readers. It allows for personal reflection and invites us to find our own meaning within the story's symbolism. Section 5. Waking the Beauty, the Power of True Love's Kiss. The prince's kiss, the act that breaks the curse, is often interpreted as a symbol of true love's power. It reinforces the romantic notion that love can conquer all, even the most powerful magic. However, it's crucial to analyze this element with a critical lens. Is the princess merely a passive recipient of the prince's affections? Does her awakening solely depend on his actions? These questions challenge the simplistic view of love presented in the tale. Some interpretations argue that the kiss represents a union of equals. It symbolizes a mutual awakening, not just of the princess but also of the prince. It signifies the transformative power of love, not just in a romantic sense but also in a broader sense of human connection and compassion. Regardless of the interpretation, the prince's kiss remains a pivotal moment in the story. It highlights the enduring power of hope and the belief that even in the darkest of times, love can prevail. Section 6. Beyond the surface, symbols and their significance. Sleeping Beauty is replete with symbols that add layers of meaning to the narrative. The spinning wheel, a seemingly innocuous object, transforms into a symbol of danger and transgression. It represents the societal constraints placed upon women and the consequences of defying them. The thorns that surround the castle, a physical manifestation of the curse, can be interpreted as obstacles and challenges that we face in life. They represent the need for perseverance and the importance of overcoming adversity. Even the wicked fairy, often relegated to the role of a one-dimensional villain, can be seen as a representation of repressed female agency. Her actions, though cruel, stem from a desire for power and recognition in a patriarchal society. These symbols, carefully woven into the fabric of the story, elevate Sleeping Beauty from a simple children's tale to a complex narrative rich in symbolism and open to interpretation. Section 7. A story for our time, Sleeping Beauty's relevance today. Despite its origins in a distant past, Sleeping Beauty continues to resonate with contemporary audiences. Its themes of love, loss, and redemption remain universal and timeless. The story's adaptability allows for modern interpretations that reflect current societal values and concerns. In recent years, there has been a surge in feminist retellings of classic fairy tales. Sleeping Beauty is no exception. These reimagined versions challenge traditional gender roles and empower the princess with agency and a voice. The story's exploration of themes such as beauty standards, consent, and female empowerment has sparked important conversations. It has prompted us to question traditional narratives and to consider alternative perspectives. Sleeping Beauty, far from being a relic of the past, continues to be a relevant and thought-provoking tale for the 21st century. Its enduring appeal lies in its ability to spark our imagination and to encourage us to look beyond the surface of a seemingly simple fairy tale. Section 8. Adaptations and retellings, reimagining a classic. The enduring popularity of Sleeping Beauty is evident in its countless adaptations and retellings. From classic Disney films to contemporary novels and ballets, the story has been reimagined and reinterpreted for diverse audiences. Disney's 1959 animated film Sleeping Beauty remains a beloved classic. Its stunning animation, memorable songs, and iconic villain Maleficent have captured the hearts of generations. In recent years, films like Maleficent, 2014, and Maleficent Mistress of Evil, 2019, offered a darker and more complex take on the classic tale. These films explore the backstory of the villain, humanizing her and challenging the traditional dichotomy of good and evil. Literary retellings such as Spindle by W.R. Gingell and A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas offer fresh perspectives on the familiar narrative. These novels delve deeper into the characters' motivations and explore themes of self-discovery and empowerment. Section 9. The enduring magic of Sleeping Beauty, a legacy of wonder. Sleeping Beauty continues to captivate audiences with its timeless themes, enchanting narrative, and enduring magic. The story's ability to transcend time and cultural boundaries is a testament to its power and relevance. As we continue to revisit and reimagine this classic tale, we discover new layers of meaning and find fresh perspectives on its familiar themes. Sleeping Beauty reminds us of the power of storytelling, the importance of hope, and the enduring magic that lies within us all. The story's legacy extends beyond the pages of fairy tale books and the screens of movie theaters. It has permeated our culture, inspiring art, music, and countless creative endeavors. Sleeping Beauty is more than just a story. It is a cultural touchstone that continues to enchant, inspire, and challenge us.